All right, welcome back. So this is going to be part 2 of the Porzio Foothills Trail. This is one of the newer sections that I just completed. We are halfway through the loop, heading back toward the house. Hoping I have enough room on my phone to record all this stuff and get it up to YouTube for you guys. All right, so I made a little bit of a switchback here around this tree. In part 1, you saw that we were close to a giant ridge from the neighbors. It's up there. Sorry about the sun. But we're going to go north, and hopefully the sun won't give us any trouble from here to the end of the video. So we're just kind of riding the shoulder of this hill, and I had to bench cut all of this out the side of the hill, like over a little ravine down there, and eventually there's another creek down there that works its way into the creek we crossed a couple times in the first video. So whenever you see rocks like this, it's because there's roots that were cut and there's a lot of drainage, there's water, and it's just easier to get through there without getting your feet all muddy. It's kind of like a little bit of a bridge. Yeah, this was quite difficult to cut, but it was fun to go by the rock formations like this. It's kind of how I planned it. As you can see, there's quite a few. In fact, there's one up here that you can actually sit and take a little bit of a break. Not that I need one. All right, this right here is a drain ditch, and I had to cross it, so I'd stacked the rocks up. Look at this tree right here, you guys. I don't know if you can see, but I mean, it's probably 3 feet across. It's huge. Huge beech tree. So I had to take the trail right next to it just so you could appreciate it. Oh boy. So we're kind of skirting this hill, and there's another big one right there. So we're gonna go down into that ravine, cross the creek, and work our way up this giant hill. But first, we gotta get down this one. Another switchback that I cut out. All right, we're gonna cross a creek down here. All right, so there's the hill that we just came down. We zigzagged our way down. That's the section I finished this morning, actually. That little section of that switchback. Okay, that was the hardest section, I'll tell you. There's so many roots I had to cut through. And all I had was a mattock, so I didn't use any machines. So it's pretty tough, but you know, anything worth doing. This tree right here kind of scares me because it's all rotted around the base and it's kind of leaning like right at me. So if it falls, it's going to fall this way. Hopefully it won't fall while I'm standing here, but I'm sure I'll have to clear it at some point. I mean, look at that. It's all rotted and cracked and stuff. All right, we're gonna cross this guy. And now we're gonna work our way up this hill. Again, cut a long switchback trail, so it doesn't require too much effort. It's just pleasant little walk. Oh, we're halfway there. That's where we're going, up there. Okay. So, we're going to go around this tree. Up the rest of the switchback. Ever so higher. We're getting to the really high stuff now. All right. So down there was where we just were. Let me come over here. Here we go. So right down there is that tree that we crossed over. If you can tell or not. But up through there is where we came from. Now we're going to come up here. Now this trail will take you back to the house, going down the side of the hill over there. Or we're going to take the big trail, which still goes northerly. And then we're going to be to the highest point of the trail here in a little bit. Cresting this giant hill. Now, I'm not going to go down in there, but I'll show you peeking over here. There's a little side trail that cuts around. And there's a 2-tent campsite down there. Oh, look at that view. It's like a ledge right in the side of the hill, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. More benches to sit, fire pit, place for a hammock, a couple tents. Pretty sweet. Maybe I'll do a standalone video of that site. That's my favorite site. That's the newest one. I got to consider how much space I have on my phone to record this video, so I kind of got to do a short version. All right, here we are at the highest point of the trail. So there's the neighbors across the street. There's the Moose Club way down there. I can actually see the Ashton Inn from here where we used to play music. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's got a red roof. So my finger, yeah, it's way over here. So kind of cool, eh? All right. Now I'm happy to report that it's all downhill from here. Yeah, and this was all shelf cut as well. Gas line right here. So I had to be kind of careful of that. Whoa! That's slippery. About fell and lost my ass. All right. This was a big switchback. This log right here made it easy, as you can see. Just kind of filled in the crack right there and took the dirt away from the side of the hill. This was probably the easiest and biggest switchback of the trail. This is still all new stuff that I did this spring, February, part of March, finishing up today. Ooh, mosquito just flew in my ear. I didn't know mosquitoes were allowed to be out this time of year. So this is like a ledge. You got the big hill that we just came down, and we got a flat, and if you keep going that way, you get to that campsite I just showed you. And then we have another hill to go down, hillside to go down, with another switchback actually, and then we'll be on another ledge. We'll be on that for a while. So this right here started out as just a regular switchback, but I decided to cut steps into it just to make it a little bit easier, because when it gets wet it gets really slippery. So I just turned it into a staircase, really. I mean, you can see it better this way. So we don't need anybody falling, especially me. Look at that over there. We sure got some pretty scenery around here, don't we? I mean, it's not the Rockies and it's not the Smokies, but you know, it's not bad. A little bit of hills, a little bit of space. It's a good combination. All right. Now we've worked our way down to the next ledge. And this section here was basically a deer run that I just widened out. So I kind of let the deer do the work for me here. I just had to do a little bit of bench cutting here and there, but not much. Every once in a while you have some rocks like this just to kind of decorate the trail. Pretty sweet. And then we're coming up on the northernmost part of the property, and then we will be turning south. Now we're going to be descending and going on to the last ledge before we get back to the house. I love this section here. The deer really kind of carved the way, and they just followed the hillside and just kind of hugs the hill. It's pretty cool. You couldn't have picked a better day for this. Temperature's perfect. Sun shining, not a cloud in the sky. Another little mucky creek. Throw some rocks up there to keep my feet dry. See? Because a lot of it is like that. There's my wheelbarrow I need to take back to the house, but there's a little creek right there. It's got a lot of rocks in it, and I'm thinking about putting some more rocks on that muddy part back there, just to dress it up a little bit. And I think it's one of those spots that's always going to be muddy, and I don't want to have to get muddy feet all the time right there. So if I feel like it, I'll probably do it. Not today. Well, I do appreciate you guys joining me for this quick little trot through the woods, just to show you guys what I've been up to for the past month. It's something I've been wanting to get done for a long time. I'm pretty excited that it's done. And now, from here out, it's just little things that'll dress it up. Like taking extra trees out just to widen it a little bit. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a four-wheeler trail at some point. I don't know. I'd rather just keep it a foot traffic trail, but I guess it all depends. A lot of back and forth stuff. And I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but we are almost to our destination. This is actually where I started. I started from the house and worked my way up the hill when I made it. There's a little bridge. Just over the little creek here. All right, and then we just kind of ride this ridge here back to the house. And here we are. So we started over there. We just came out over here. So there you go. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. All right. Peace.